Right then, what a performance by Manchester United. 2-1 victory over Rangers. I mean, I did get the score right, but what a goal by it was from Bruno Fernandes in the last moment of the game. Such a great goal and a great pass by Martinez. But listen, it was a good performance by Manchester United. It was much better than it was against Brighton. I think United never should have been in that position. But scratching head moments towards the end of the game. Maguire gets turned. I mean, that goal by Bruno Fernandes, it was absolutely fantastic. And let's talk about that first, because that single-handedly wins a Manchester United game. And those sort of moments of brilliance, was in the 89th minute or something like that, 90th minute, Bruno Fernandes scores, and it changed the trajectory of the game. It limits Manchester United from having 2 games, and I was very, very happy with that Bruno performance. It was fantastic, and the goal just tops it off. I thought Collier in midfield was fantastic. I think the changes Amorim made as well made a lot of sense, and it was an overall performance by Manchester United which was very, very good, and I'm sure we'll be happy with it. I mean, as I said, we limit the 2 games that we get. We get 3 weeks in January to kind of train, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, as I said, the changes that we made, it was a very, very good Bruno Fernandes performance to get that goal. I think him dropping in midfield was fantastic. And yeah, it was just a great performance all round. I thought Garnacho absolutely fantastic again. I don't know why Manchester United will sell him. Lisandro Martinez assist, world class. It's just the way that Manchester United won the game was fantastic. I'm sure we'll be very happy. I mean, we scored from a corner, which is fantastic. That should never been disallowed. I mean, the actual goal that we do score as well comes from a corner, so that's a positive. But there were still some warning signs there. I mean, the goal that we conceded, just poor bit of defending by Maguire. I don't know what he's doing. I think he did was injured when he came on, but he just had to play through it because, one, I don't think we had anyone on the bench, and two, we didn't want to risk the sub, I think, or something like that. But overall, listen, Bruno Fernandes comes in clutch. Rangers will be disappointed with the result, but United win it. And I think that ball from Martinez was absolutely fantastic. I'm just watching it back now. Ugarte passed it to him. He travelled with the ball up good 10-20 yards and puts a pinpoint cross to Bruno Fernandes, right for him to hit it. And it's such a good finish by Manchester United. Now let's talk about the overall performance. I thought Bayern in goal, very good defensively. We didn't make much errors. We were very sharp on the ball. I liked Lenny Euro's performance. I think it was very sharp. He looked very confident on the ball. I think defensively, De Ligt on the ball was fantastic. Martinez, again, that pass that he made, I think was a great midfield performance. I think in that first 20, there were a bit of warning signs with Rangers having quite a few shots, but United scathed it. We had very, very good possession in that game. There was some great patterns of play. We should have scored 2 or 3 goals, and before even Rangers scored, the game should have been over. Garnacho had a great chance. Ahmad had a few chances. Bruno had one from the corner that should have stood, but United come away with the win, and that was ultimately the most important thing. The fact that we saw a reaction, and I think we did see that. It's great that we actually win at home as well. 3 wins. We haven't actually lost so far in the Europa League. So yeah, a very, very good performance. It could have been 5-1, but I think there was just mistakes there again, and today was Maguire's error. It was a huge error. I think we have to be more ruthless in attack. Listen, we had chances. Xerxes weren't making those runs. There was a few good crosses Garnacho put in. Xerxes didn't get the head of, and we weren't really anticipating the crosses. I think, as I said, left wing back is needed. Reports suggesting that United guaranteed going to sign one, so let's see what happens with that. The team remains average and we still need a lot of improvement, but again, there's positivity to take. Garnacho, for me, was one of Manchester United's best players, and I was hoping that he would have had a goal. Bruno and Ahmad remain the only players who consistently show in quality. As I said, Bruno's goal was fantastic, and again, it was that moment of individual brilliance that saved United. I think Xerxes' best position will be behind the striker in one of those inside 10s. I know it didn't work against Newcastle, but he doesn't have that cutting, ruthless edge to be a striker. Euro performed well. As I said, Lisandro Martinez, very good pass to Bruno. And yeah, overall a very, very decent performance. I think people who think Bruno's not good enough is lying, because his performance was fantastic today. And yeah, when you need Bruno in those moments, he comes up with these sorts of moments and world-class bits of magic that you need. And yeah, No, like Bruno Fernandes steals the show, but as I said, so many positive performances by Manchester United. We go a goal down into 1-1 and you're looking like it's going to be United going out, but we strive, we come back and we get the win, and I think it was a very, very happy performance. And Bruno Fernandes delivers in the big moments, and you need your captain. He comes through, and I think the main thing is we can't have Garnacho sold. I think whatever we do, Garnacho was the shining light and very, very good player, and I think Amram cannot afford to sell him because it would be a disgrace. I think Bruno saves the day for Manchester United, but again, it was a performance which there were so many positives to what we had: possession, chances, defensively building up from the back. The fact that we get a win at home at Old Trafford is always a boost, and always a benefit. You need that just for confidence, and yeah, that's ultimately something Manchester United haven't had in a while, and I think that confidence to win at home. We've got a big game coming up against Fulham. We limit the 2 games that we would have had extra by winning this game. We secure qualification. You can potentially rotate the squad. I want to talk about that Toby Collier midfield performance. It was so good on the ball, so confident, so sharp, and he's still a young player, but this is his first European start. I think his first start for Manchester United, definitely under Ruben Amorim, and I think he's going to become one of those most valued players. Amorim said that he doesn't want to sell him, he wants to keep him around, and that's ultimately correct because he is a very, very talented player and someone who United need at the moment with the lack of midfield options, and the fact that Amorim gave an opportunity to start that game. I think starting Eriksen was a bit of a weird one, but I think it paid out. I think Eriksen had a decent game, especially for the forward, and putting Bruno Fernandes in there for the legs. Again, I still think our left wing back was shaky, but on the right hand side we were good. Euro, this was his 3rd start in a row. I'm hoping he didn't come off with an injury or a niggle, but yeah, I think Xerxes, for me, drop him inside the 10. I think Garnacho's worked great today, and his overall performance was fantastic. We always knew Rangers were going to give us a tough performance, and that's something that they did from start to finish. They are a decent side. I think the subs made a difference, Menu especially, and Malacia when he came on. But yeah, listen, it was a very good performance. United progressed through. I think Bindia, you have to give him some credit, made some very good saves. Rangers did have chances. There was a few early on that he made, that volley from the left back that just went to the left of him, and he saved it. There was a few shots at him, a few deflected shots. I think the keeper had a good game and kept us in it. In terms of stats, United dominated 67% possession, 2.79 expected goals, 16 shots, 6 on target. We looked threatening from corners. I don't know if that's a new Arsenal set piece thing that we're trying to do, but again, that was a huge positive. I'm sure Amorim will take this into the next game, and we must build from here. We can't take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Yes, it wasn't the most convincing performance, and I knew United would concede, but the fact that we get the win is a very, very I'm very happy, and I'm sure Amorim will be. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.